What's up, guys? Welcome to Boxing Decades, and let's get right into this. Deontay Wilder is set to fight Robert Helenius on October 15th, 2022 at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. This is for the WBC heavyweight title eliminator fight. So what's an eliminator fight for the people that don't know? Eliminator fight is basically saying that whoever wins this fight has a mandatory shot at whoever the WBC heavyweight title holder is, which at the current moment, it's Tyson Fury. He took that from Deontay Wilder. So if Helenius wins, does that mean he will fight Tyson Fury? Probably. Why wouldn't he? That's exactly what he would want. If Helenius wins this, everybody's going to know his name. Of course he would want to fight Tyson Fury. Now, if Wilder wins, does he fight Tyson Fury for a fourth time? That I'm not too sure of. What I think is most likely going to happen if Wilder wins this fight is he's going to go after an easier opponent, Usyk, who I believe is the WBO, WBA, IBF, IBO heavyweight champion at the moment. It feels like a no-brainer if Wilder thinks that he can take on that challenge easier than a fourth fight with Fury, which has proven to be pretty difficult. I think that's the route he would go. Could possibly see another fight or a first fight with Anthony Joshua, which, to be honest with you, I don't want to see. I don't care. It should have happened a long time ago. It should have happened before Anthony Joshua started losing all these fights. Lost to Andy Ruiz. He just lost to Usyk. I mean, how much can you push a guy before people lose interest? I've already lost interest in that fight. I don't care to see Wilder fight Joshua. Before Joshua started losing, I already thought Wilder was going to kick the shit out of him. So I have to assume that after all these losses from Joshua, that Wilder would win that anyway. So I think those are the two more possible fights for Wilder. So Wilder's been out for a while. I think he's been out of the ring for almost over a year. And some could make the case that he's going to have some ring rust going into this fight. Sure, he could. Do I think it's enough? No, I don't think so. I think that Wilder has put in a lot of work as far as gaining better boxing skill, not only for this fight, but in the past year or so. And I think he gained more boxing skill by fighting Tyson Fury. If you look at Canelo Alvarez when he fought Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez became a better fighter after that fight. Do I think that's going to happen with Wilder? I think so. I think that Wilder is one of the best heavyweights out there. I don't think his boxing skill is necessarily the best, that great. It once was worse than it is now, but at least he's a little bit better now at that. He just has so much power. He's such a big guy that it's devastating to fight him. So I think that he could have picked up some skill, maybe became a better fighter after the Tyson fight. So there's two things that I'm thinking about that could affect this fight going forward. One, Wilder has some sort of ring rust, or he could possibly have some sort of ring rust. He's been out of the ring for, I think, over a year. He's coming off of that broken right hand, which he recovered from, and who knows how training went. I'm assuming good, but still, that's something that could hold him down. And then the second thing is that Robert Helenius and Deontay Wilder were sparring partners for quite some time. Does that mean that Robert Helenius knows how to beat Deontay Wilder? No. Okay? I don't think sparring and fighting somebody are the same thing. You don't go 100%, or you shouldn't go 100% in sparring. Therefore, I should assume that neither of these guys know how they actually are in an actual fight. Do I think Robert Helenius picked up maybe some boxing technique or observed some of Wilder's boxing technique and maybe formed a game plan off of it? Definitely. I mean, they're both big men. They both have pretty solid records. I think they knew at some point they would fight each other. So you have to assume that they didn't want to show each other 100% in sparring, because then they'd be giving their game plan away. Again, I don't think it's enough to actually beat Wilder based off of just that. So that could prove difficult for Wilder to win. Now, what's going to be hard for Helenius to win is a few things. One, if Helenius tries to go the distance with Deontay Wilder, he has to beat the shit out of Wilder. Everybody knows boxing, the judges don't judge fairly most of the time. And I think Wilder's the favorite for this fight. So if it's a close fight and it goes the distance, I believe they're going to give the win to Deontay Wilder. If Helenius rocks Wilder and just puts absolute effort and destroys him, he's going to get the win if it goes distance. I think that could be his strategy going forward. I think he might want to try and get Deontay into the later rounds and tire him out. I don't think that's a good idea, but that is possibly what Helenius is going to try to do. And if he does, he's going to really have to beat Deontay Wilder to beat Deontay Wilder. The other hard part for Helenius is going to be Deontay Wilder is a force of power. This guy is not to be taken lightly. I know a lot of people don't think he has amazing boxing skill, and I have to agree. His boxing skill, as far as many other fighters or even heavyweights, is not the best. But he uses what he has to his advantage, which is absolute power. So Robert Helenius has to form some sort of strategy around being pretty quick, because they're both tall, they're both strong, even though I give the edge for strength to Wilder. I would give the edge of boxing skill to Helenius, but I would say at the end of the day, Robert Helenius has to come in faster than Deontay Wilder and make sure his shots get off more accurate. Now, that's still going to be tough for him to just avoid Deontay Wilder's power. I'm sure they're trying to structure Helenius' game plan around what Tyson Fury did, but you're not Tyson Fury, and no other heavyweight is. For a big man to move like that, it's pretty insane. So as far as copying Fury's strategy, which has proven to be the only one has beaten Wilder, I think that's going to be difficult because I don't think Robert Helenius can move like Tyson Fury. I don't see that happening. So Helenius is going to have to really avoid those power punches. And as we know, the fight could be going in favor of Helenius. I can see that happening where in the first few rounds, they're taking it relatively slow, and Helenius is getting a lot of good shots off of, a lot of good shots on Deontay Wilder. However, we've seen this with Ortiz and Wilder. Ortiz, I think it was maybe the 6th or 7th round, he almost knocked out Deontay Wilder. He had him on the ropes and everything. Luckily, the end of the round saved Deontay Wilder, and he was still up, and he recovered. He recovered and then came back to knock out Ortiz in that next round. The fight can be going in Helenius' favor, and all it takes is one right hand from Wilder, and the fight's done. And do I think that's going to happen? Yeah, absolutely it's going to happen. It's happened in almost every single Deontay Wilder fight. That right hand is like a nuclear bomb. The war can be going any way, and you drop the bomb, and the war's done. That's Deontay Wilder's right hand. He has the most powerful and useful right hand that there is in boxing. Overall, I think this is going to be a pretty good fight, and I think there is a chance for Helenius to pull something off here. I think he's going to have a lot of drive, and he's going to really want this win because this win can set him up for life, essentially. He's a little bit older, but I don't think that'll play into it. He's going to come for blood, essentially. I'm sure he's been waiting for this moment for a long time. However, Deontay Wilder, I think, feels like he has a lot to prove. I do think Deontay Wilder is one of the best heavyweights, and I do think he will come back from that Tyson Fury loss better. And if he comes back better, then I have to believe that Deontay Wilder could be unstoppable at this point. Maybe not against Tyson Fury, that's another video, but against Helenius, 100%. So final thoughts, Deontay Wilder will knock out Robert Helenius in the mid to later rounds. I have to give Robert Helenius some credit and say that he will survive during the beginning of the fight. I could possibly see Helenius winning rounds most of the fight. However, I think things are going to change once Wilder just drops that right hand and hits Helenius anywhere effective and just destroys him that way. And good night. That's the end of the fight. I really don't see Helenius having a shot to beating Wilder at all, although I could be wrong. He could do it. They could go the distance, could beat the shit out of Deontay Wilder. But that's my prediction. Mid to late round knockout by Deontay Wilder. And there you go. If you like this video, please like and subscribe as I'm trying to grow my subscriber base. Leave a comment if you agree or you disagree. Either way, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And please share the video. Thanks for watching.